I always kept hearing on the news that one day Bitcoin will be $100,000, then it'll become $1 million later on. But I wondered, how is that even possible? Why would this digital currency be worth so much? Would this be the new world order of currency? If so, how much would it be worth in the future? So I started trying to understand both its evaluation and the problem that it would solve. To understand how Bitcoin can get to $1 million, we need to understand what it's replacing. This is a story about money and the power of nations. We'll be looking at the world currency, the universal currency in which majority trade is used. To understand this, we need to learn a bit of history of the world currency. In the 17th and 18th century, the first world currency was the Spanish silver, or the 8-real coins are also known as the pieces of 8. This was due to the Spanish territories in the Americas and westwards towards Asia and eastwards to Europe. To put it plainly, the Spanish trade was vast across the world. It was so powerful that it was the legal tender in Spain's Pacific territories of Philippines, Guam, and Micronesia, and later in China. Spain's political supremacy on the world, the importance of Spanish commercial trade, made it the first world currency. But many argue that gold was the real first world currency. Prior to and most of the 19th century, international trade was dominated in terms of currencies that represented weight of gold. Most national currencies during the time were merely different ways of measuring gold weights. In the period following the Bretton Woods Conference of 1944, exchanges around the world were pegged to the United States dollar, which was exchanged for a fixed amount of gold. This reinforced the dominance of the US dollar as a global currency. But since the collapse of the fixed exchange rate and the gold standard, in 1971, most currencies around the world were no longer being pegged to the United States dollar. However, the United States is the world's largest economy, and most international transactions are conducted by the United States dollar. According to Robert Gelfand, the global political economy in 2001, somewhere between 40 and 60% of international financial transactions are dominated in dollars. For decades, the dollar has been the world's principal reserve currency. In 1996, dollar accounted for approximately 2/3 of the world's foreign exchange reserve, as compared to about 1/4 held in euros. But there is something that we can learn from this history. As many of you know, history has repeated itself in some form or another. Fiat currency of a world scale has always been about who currently holds power. But history also has shown that fiat currency has also failed with the loss of power. Currently, the world trades fundamentally on one particular currency, the US dollar. It is the common currency in which worldwide trade has been used, but this is used due to the fact that all agreeing parties use this currency, as well as the economic dominance that the country has. But what if they stopped? Look, I'm not going to say that the United States will deter and falter in the decade, removing the US dollar in circulation, making cryptocurrency the future, but it will be replaced. Maybe not now, maybe not in the next 10 years, but what about 100 years from now? Here's the thing, if Bitcoin is going to be the new currency, then how should we evaluate it too? We can't really compare it to the US dollar since it doesn't have a market capitalization, so instead, let's use the second best thing, which is gold. Currently, gold holds a market capital of $11 trillion, meaning that if Bitcoin was to reach a market capitalization of, let's say, around $2 trillion, it would be worth around $100,000. But if they were to reach the worth of gold, it would be around $1 million each. But here's the thing, Bitcoin has flaws as a currency. Looking at its transaction time, it would currently take you 10 minutes to confirm your transaction. Compare that with Visa, who does 1,700 transactions per second, meaning that confirmation speed is still an issue. Scalability still needs to be improved drastically. Some of the other issues is the possibility of hacks to the wallet. Once it's gone, it's gone. Your password and a hard drive lost away from having all your money disappear, which is not insured. Like let's say your cash account, if a bank was to fail, the government insures you $250,000, a sort of trust towards the government. Is Bitcoin going to be the solution for the new world currency? I don't know. Blockchain is ever changing and the technology of its network is continuously improving. Just like when the internet decided to use HTTP as its fundamental protocol, it went through a journey of discovery. We're still in that journey, and I don't know it's going to end anytime soon, which is why you see many blockchain companies that are coming up solving different problems of the world. Which blockchain do you think will replace the world currency? I'm really excited to see the future of blockchain and the way it can change the world. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. This was Tesla Quick Bit. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.